Welcome, sir.
Hi, everyone. You guys have put me in a very difficult place. I'm used to asking, just asking. Asking me to speak for a long time, it's not though. So we will just chat around and then probably we'll spend more time on the interaction. I wish you had given me another subject, Modi and democracy. RSS and democracy, right wing and democracy, right wing and art, the art of Modi. I could have spoken for hours. Well, let's talk of art and democracy in my perception. I first knew democracy and then art. It's around 77 years since we have had our independence. So I was born just 17, 18 years after the Britishers left and the country was toying with an idea of democracy. It was a dream. As Babaji said, democracy is a dream. Will it be realized? Even he was not sure. We had to fight, and we thought to survive as a new nation, as to grow, evolve as human beings, we thought democracy was right for our country. So I was born when they were dreaming of it. Yes, I was born dreaming of it, not knowing what to do, but that democracy gave a freedom where nobody questioned me where I came from. It gave me, my mother, a freedom who was an orphan somewhere in Belgaum, not knowing her parents, to do some nursing and come in search of job to Bangalore, a city. My father, who was stuck in Bangalore, was not comfortable there, had a dream. And they both got married, nobody questioned them. She was a converted Christian and he was a Hindu. Both were struggling, trying to know what is the future because they could not reimagine the future because they were not educated or enriched within. Survival was their instinct. So I was born to them, not with great dreams, but to survive, somehow find relevance, identity, come out of the poverty we were in. And luckily I had some schools. And as a youngster, I met a lot of people from theatre, from literature. And I realized art will be my voice. It has chiseled me, and I'm here. From dreaming of a democracy to now fighting for the democracy has been my journey. So let's be honest to one another, there is no democracy. When a right wing is ruling, how can there be a democracy? Because as this country, as great leaders, as great visionaries dreamt of democracy, we have also seen over the years, without our knowledge, silently, there has been an attempt, there was a journey, hatching, planning, like a mafia underworld, to dethrone democracy, and now they are on the top and they are ruling this country. We did not see it coming because we were dreaming. And we are left trying desperately, trying passionately, paying the price to make that dream a reality. Democracy is freedom. And art thrives on freedom. We cannot think of two different things, The state of art is equally responsible for the state of democracy in a country, and today we don't have that. Voices are muffled. I was talking to Kamal, a director who I did a film called Pada, and I said, "What are you writing?" He was saying that he was just now round the corner. He was telling he's writing a plot on Gauri's death, Gauri Lankesh's death, and then he said how the mastermind planned, how they hatched, and how she was murdered, and how now. Because I had this chance of meeting the SIT chief, and I asked him, "We have found the killers. What happened?" "Yeah." "Has the CBI also investigated?" "Yes." Like us, SIT, CBI has investigated. There's a lot of water in the dam. I asked him, "Why are we not catching them? Why are we not bringing them into the open?" He said, "Prakash, water is in the dam. It's waiting for somebody to open the gate. And the person who opens the gate are the rulers today of this country." Art has always, we say it is a mirror, but it is the freedom. It is the freedom to express. It is the freedom to have conversations. It is the freedom to question. Today, when we look at our democracy, the power should come from the ones who are governed. It has to come from down. But we don't have that now. We are looking at people who are power. We are comfortable with the word that party rules, this party rules. Who is anybody to rule us? Today we have to ask questions. What are elections to us? What is the spirit of elections to us? The dream of democracy is not to dethrone governments, bring down leaders. The spirit of democracy is to create an ecosystem, create a space where new leaders are born. But that has not happened in the last 7 decades. Very comfortably, we are comfortable with this party, that party. We have been watching football match, not realizing that we are the football. Both of them are just hitting their goals and going, and we are left being just a ball. That is not democracy. And 70 years, 70 plus years, 7 decades, we have not been able to tell the common man that he doesn't vote a prime minister, he doesn't vote a chief minister. He is supposed to vote the representative of his constituency. 7 decades later, we have not realized that we are just voting somebody. Today, as I stood as an independent candidate in this country. For a candidate from the party, if he is given from the party, one person is enough to sign. But for an independent candidate, you have to take 10 persons to sign in the election commission. It is that difficult. Any country, any system has more independent candidates, that is healthy. But in our country, there are no independent candidates. It's very less. Where have we failed when we fight for democracy? How much have we understood? Forget the uneducated or people who have not got the chance to, enrich within. But the cities, the studied people, the learned people, have we realized that democracy is not just electing somebody, it is to question too. The power is from down, not from top. We need to discuss all this and then have a conversation. Art today has become propaganda. When did art turn into a propaganda? And we have been witnessing it. It's no more art, it is no more questioning. Every news channel, we know who owns it. Every newspaper, you know who owns it. We can't trust media today. Everything has been bought. Judiciary has been bought. There is no trust. There is no empathy. The democracy or art has been, has put down so much that we are not even able to read a poem on Palestine or come out openly and protest for Manipur. It is no more our pain. We are so insensitive because the system has made it. So today when we talk of art and democracy, we should try to talk about, is there art left? Is there democracy left? If that is the only hope for evolution, it is the only hope to empower us, it is the only hope to have empathy in this world, we'll have to realign ourselves. There is no point in arguing with these people, fighting with these people. The only way is to bring them down, to raise voices, to relinquish our right back. I can go on and on and on, but this session I would like to, because this all of you know, whatever I have been speaking, whatever is my doubts, whatever is my just asking, and we are sitting in a crowd which all of us know, right? So I would rather open this session to have a dialogue, to have a conversation. I don't mind few of you all come and sit with me here, so that together, it could be a joke, it could be our anguish, it could be our anger, it could be our humor, but we need to start asking questions. And today, to ask questions, you don't have to worry about taking names, because we know the names which is destroying the very fabric of our system. We know our enemies. We know who is stopping this dream to become true. So let's discuss, probably through the media, through us going back from here and talking, that our voice, our narratives have to change if we have to reclaim our democracy and reclaim the power of art and celebrate it. So I open up the forum. You can ask me questions, or few of you can come and we can have discussion here. I hope that is better. I don't like this much of silence. Thank you.
Hi, sir. My name is Godwin, around here.
Your name is?
Godwin. So you said the political party that leads this country have a propaganda and everything, and they also have a strong backup of mythical or like political propaganda-based, literature-based, location and geographical-based ideology as well. And art is also, as you said, art is also being utilized by them. Do you think the reviving of the democracy is possible through art when these tough times are ahead of us?
The only way to survive is art. There's no other way. We have to turn democracy also as an art of democracy. Today we are talking about Ramayana. We are talking about their men. We have Sita also. Why are they not talking about it? Why are we not talking about it? This country is so beautiful. We had thousands of Ramayana, thousands of versions of Ramayana, no? Isn't it?
Yes.
We need to talk about that. That actually is art. Sitayana is an art, Ramayana is an art, but look at them, how they have made that art into propaganda. All their Ramas and Hanumans are six-pack. They're angry. Yesterday there is one incident in Karnataka where they asked permission to hoist a flag, national flag or a state flag. Now they have hoisted a Hanuman flag. And they say this is our right. But we can't let that stories, those narratives to happen, right? Art will fight. Art will bleed. Because only art can answer, art can give us new perceptions. I was very interestingly, I was talking to a friend, few of my friends, we were talking to a Japanese person who had come down. I said, in your country, how do you say no? And they said, we don't say no. So we listen to them and we say, yeah, we have heard you, but I think we will disagree with you and let's have a conversation. They pull them into conversations. So you and me have to start the art of democracy is we'll have to start returning them with other Ramayanas, other Sitayanas, isn't it? Recently they had asking one of those BJP IT cell fellow had put on the Prana Pratishta day, whatever it is. If you have to ask one question to Rama, what will is yours be? And there was a wonderful girl who answered, why did you not trust Sita? There's an art of hitting back also, art of creating a narrative also. No? We'll have to start narrative. We will have to start discussing other narratives instead of just a hate propaganda and just. So you will have to hit it that way when it is a propaganda. A film like Kashmiri Files get a national award for national unity, not Jai Bhim. Look at their art of their propaganda, how they have turned art into propaganda. Because they knew, in fact, the other day I was sitting with Vivek Shanbag and he said, Prakash, you're so right, that now we are realizing, the people who love humanity, that, art is important, but they have been doing it in schools, in textbooks, they have been slowly with games, they have been, pushing it inside. That's what I'm saying. As the country was struggling to make a dream a reality, there was a scheme, there was hatching a plot, how to, inject their ideology, and they used art as propaganda. Isn't it? Yeah. Can few of learned people come and sit, sir? You continue the discussion. No?
Hello, sir. This is Shashindran, a science writer. Sir, as you rightly said, we can't trust any media because they're all funded by the crony capitalists. So we can't trust any media.
I'm not getting you, sir.
Sorry, we can't trust any media because it is funded by the crony capitalists. Can you hear, sir?
It's muffled. Can somebody tell me?
Muffled. Sir, I will continue. Sir, whether it is social media or other medias, every media is spreading information, disinformation, and misinformation. There is no truth left. It is in an age of post-truth, everything is being distorted. So from where we can have the transparent truth, because everything is distorted. Because of the cyber media, the print media is funded by the crony capitalists. So what is your take on getting a proper truth from the media? How we can access truth from media? Can you explain?
You can't expect this from the people who have already sold themselves.
Okay, sir.
Selling themselves is also not a problem for me, but they have already sold the country.
Okay. Sir,
So I was recently in those two literary festivals. I was there and I was talking to the youngsters. The same social media is in your hands too. The problem with us is we come and discuss. After that we forget. We clap and go. But as long as you hit back too, it is happening. Tell me.
Sir, you also said that when the right is ruled, there can't be any justice. When the right is ruled, we can't expect justice from.
There is no justice. Right wing is there. There is no democracy.
I am reminded here of Joseph Goebbels in Germany, when the Amit Shah or somebody else speak.
Has anybody got that question? Anybody has an answer there? So will you answer him? Sir, you got the question. I didn't get the question.
Well, I am just a microphone. So he was asking about the media and the loss of the credibility of the media because they are all owned by the crony capitalists today. And he was also making a reference to Joseph Goebbels, the well-known propagandist of the Nazi regime. So what do you do? What do we do to bring the truth out in a context like that, when the media can never tell the truth?
Do you think we are helpless? Should we be helpless? I have said this before, I'll tell you this once more. There is no history of right wing surviving. There is no history at all. What you have to do is you have to we just let it pass with the awe of this Modi and all these people. There was a great bronze, 10 inches, a small, beautiful, naked dancing girl from Harappa, Mohenjo-daro. civilization. And these shameless right-wing fellows used it as a mascot for an international museum meeting. And they robed her. They put a cloth around her, saying it is Sabhyata. That is art for them. Don't be surprised, with the sort. See, you'll have to ask these questions and you'll have to make fun of this fellow. The way this man or this right-wing propaganda with their help, he is seeking publicity from everywhere, no? Even if he gives free milk children, Garib Awas Yojana, you should talk like, don't be surprised, there will be condom ads by Modi. He will say family planning, some Hindi name he will say. They're that desperate. So you need to laugh at them. You need to be sensitively with your media, start questioning them fearlessly. See, when you give me this hopeless situation that what do we do, you should understand these right-wing fellows. Our fear is their power. They are not powerful themselves. It is our fear. Us coming. Yesterday I read that poem also. I remember that poem also. It's very simple, It's very easy to change day into night. Sun does it every day. It's on those lines. It is very easy to let a flower grow on a branch. Spring does it. Very easy to change ice to water. Few rays is enough. And it is very easy to fight them. We just have to come together. Isn't it? So when see, the problem in this world, in this society is, even in our how to survive, we tell our children, no, be careful, be a little smart, the world is very bad, learn to survive somewhere, somehow. So anybody who survives, he knows how to survive somehow. That should not be the truth. No? You should be able to survive and grow for what you are. So why are we afraid? Why are we desperate? Why are we feeling that feeling of hopelessness when we are the truth? What we stand for are the truth. You have to fight. You have to raise your voice. You have to question. You, not only you, it is only you asking questions doesn't solve the problem. You have to continuously, like they do, have discussions, have conversations, let go. Because if you are silent now, because the history, the future, when they write history, they may forgive those who sinned against us. But that history which written will never forgive who were silent. Let the truth of chasing these fellows away may not happen in your lifetime, but later somebody will say that this person fought and helped it move a step ahead to where we have reached. Because there is no way this can be the permanent truth. It will perish. Right wing will perish. The point is the wounds inflicted are deeper than flesh. We can reduce the suffering, but we have to fight it out because there is hope. That is the truth. So you just can't say, but just asking questions and solution is not me telling you a solution. It is a collective effort of consistently, persistently fighting and questioning and standing holding your truth. I'll tell you a beautiful film. I was seen from a film which I saw, which inspired me a lot. It's called Cool Hand Luke. There is this young fellow who he's very bored with the civilized society, so he goes and breaks some street lights and gets arrested and goes into jail. He thinks, I can sleep there, I'll get 2-time food. That's enough for me. But inside there is one system, wherein there are 20 senior convicts who want this fellow to listen to them. He says, I'll not listen to you. I've come for my freedom. Then they say, we will hit you. So the warden says, you all can hit one another once a week. No killing, but you can teach him a lesson. On a Saturday, all of them join together. The strongest man gets gloves and he calls him for a fight. He starts thulping him. He can hit one hit For the 10 hits, he hits, but he continues to hit. Falls down, doesn't go down, it stands up. And the people around start shouting, accept your defeat. He will let you go, but he doesn't stop fighting. They get tired, they leave, and the fellow who's hitting him says, don't get up, I'll kill you. But he still keeps getting up, and the fellow who's hitting gets tired and leaves. And I remember the last shot where that fellow who's fighting for his rights just stands there with blood in his body and says, anybody else? That resilience, that persistence is very important for all of us. I am getting hit too. But I tell them I'm richer, I can afford to lose. I'm rich enough to lose. You know, we need to fight like that. It is no more a valor or a fashion. It is our belief that humanity has to survive, empathy has to survive, and we may not be the reason, but we have to pay the price for our elders who let this happen too. We have to pay the price. Without paying the price, we will not win this battle. Decide how much of price you will each and of you will pay. We have to pay because there is no point in dying or walking like corpses, because the news of our death should go to others, not us. Somebody should not tell us we are dead. No. If I am dead, it should go to others, not me. Why are we seeing the news of our death coming to us? That's the only way. I am not here to give you easy solutions. The only way is to continue to question, continue to this, and not in this hall. Continue to your area, continue to your streets, continue at your homes. Because they have entered your homes with their WhatsApps. They have entered everywhere. You have to do it. You have to call a spade a spade. That is the only way. And we artists, we writers, we poets, we are doing it. We have to do it. We have to continue to do it. There is no way.
Thank you for sharing your insightful thoughts. You said that art is one facet of human life which can transcend the boundaries of divisions and which can recreate democracy probably in a country where democracy is on diminishing lines. I would add literature and sport to it. And one pertinent point that you touched upon was empathy. But we live in a country where there is a lot of selective empathy these days. And we would presume that artists are supposed to have a lot of empathy, broad-minded, would work towards transcending the boundaries of language and caste, religion, whatever is dividing this country. But unfortunately, we find that a lot of artists being with the right-wing politics. How are we going to surpass this scenario?
There are two ways. How do you look at artists? I think some of them you are mentioning within are alleged artists. They are not artists. There's a difference between artists and alleged. You have alleged. You allege he is a poet. You allege he is an actor. They are like those Neros, no, playing the fiddle when the Rome was burning. So don't wait for them. Don't look up to them, because by mistake you have alleged them as artists. And when the country, when the society is in danger, if they are worried about their awards, it's self-ego. Are awards more important than peace of this country? Or name and money more important? What will you do? So certain people, I know certain people, artists, writers, not only actors, not only directors. I have a lot of writers whom I have grown with, and I've realized the color of their chaddi after it now. The propaganda filmmakers, I've seen them, and then I said, sorry, I alleged you as a co-artist. I alleged you as a co-human being, because I could not see the real face. And I thank Modi and I thank the right-wing government to have made such people naked among us. At least we know who were not, whom we were revering. So that sort of an anger should be there. Don't wait for them. Nobody is going to come and fight your battle. We have to fight our battle. It's very easy to tell them, that fellow, we respected him, he is not going to come. He is sold. He has sold his soul. We cannot trust them. Our movement will not continue with them. isn't it?
I am George. How this land of Buddha, the land of Gandhi, the land of Ambedkar reached this worst scenario today.
Hey Ram, hey Ram, what do you do? What do I tell these fellows? See, there were kings. Nobody wanted religion, you know. There was Mughal kings, there were Hindu kings. Hindu kings, do you think they can get away with the way they have destroyed Jain temples? In the evolution, in civilization, most of the mosques, some of the mosques, if you dig, there will be a temple. But if you dig that temple, there will be a Buddha. How deep will you dig? Where will you go? If you dig a flourishing city, you will find another Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Will that be an information, or you want to go back to that age? See, here they have brought in the shock of the new. They have made people comfortable. They have brought them with one Ram, one religion, one element. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu is for them just on the tongue, not within. They have planned it. They have planned it for years. We did not see that tsunami coming down below our eyes. So when there was a tsunami, after tsunami, I had gone into deep sea with a fisherman. I wanted to see how the fishermen live. They take a 15-day tour from Chennai to Vizag, and they come back. And I said, where were you when the tsunami? He said, we were deep in the sea. We did not know it moving down. When we arrived to the shores, we realized our houses had gone. So we have been very comfortably on this thing, you know. There has been a planned move. We are caught unawares. Some of these people, whether it's from Master Satchidananda, a lot of people, a lot of writers have been warning it, because an art reimagines the future, reimagines the evolution. But we were not ready to listen. So today they have put that lull here in this country. They don't want to take the shock of the new. They want to be very comfortable. They're very comfortable with that. You have to disturb that comfortability and say, this is not going to work. That is how they have arrived. Our silence has also led them. Our relaxation has also led them to take this. Now, you will have to use more effort to fight and go back. That is how they came. Ambedkar, Buddha. Actually, I've asked one writer to write a play. I think that is another politics we want to do with theatre. Is what would be the last moments of Gandhi, of Ambedkar, of Buddha, of Basavanna when they were dying. I think it must have been a most painful moment for them to have realized that we have been telling the truth, but people, it may not continue. Were we the reasons for so many life lost for who joined with me, but will this happen? Probably that is why he said, hey Ram. You know, this is not what I saw. That the loneliness, Basavanna could be 39. He was chased and killed in 12th century. A young man, he was not old. He had talked philosophy. He had made the first intercaste marriage, and the hell broke out. And what could be his last moments thinking that, no, I am saying something right, but is this society ready to pay the price? Or will it be too big a price? Will they continue that fight? So when I look at those sort of big stalwarts or big visionaries, and when I want to recreate that moment of that pain, at least that will make our eyes open that they have gone through so much of pain to make this happen, to tell this truth. And the pain we are suffering is very little to the pains they must have gone through. You know? At least we should be a little responsible for that. We should be a little accountable for that, and we need to continue that. And that's how. And because of we have not had that vision, we have not together, we have not raised our voices together, we have not been sensitive enough, or we have not been careful enough, that is where they have arrived. And they are going to be Bhasmasuras, I'm going to tell you, they, they will kill themselves. But we are in a part of mind where there are more wounds. We want to stop these wounds. These wounds we have to stop. And that's where only art can do. Only art can explain it. Art can, vocally say it and bring in that thought process, bring in that perception among people. Like yesterday I was telling you, it's such a beautiful poem which says, if you lose, if your thumb is cut, it is your pain. But if Ekalavya's thumb is cut, it is a pain of a society. Isn't it? When we realize that, that is when, if something happens in Manipur, we have to react. If something happens in Palestine, what is happening in Palestine is justice. What we need is justice. You can't take sides. There is no point in taking sides. You just give them their land. That's it. Just give them their land, their dignity. How they will survive is none of your business. Where are we? We want to be big brothers. We want to be big brothers to Kashmir. We want to be big brothers to Kashmir. Not done. We are always judgmental. That is why these people come. There is politics everywhere for them. So we have let them in. How did they come is very easy to point a finger. We have let them come. It could be our silence. It could be our laziness. It could be not listening to the warnings our elder writers, readers, visionaries had told us. We thought they have done the job, now we can enjoy. No. It is a journey together. It is a continuous journey of evolution. It is continuous shedding. It is continuous tiring journey. Liberation doesn't come like that. You should have the spirit of Che Guevara when he says, I have finished fighting here. I think my country is free. Is there any part of the world where I can go and fight now? What a thought process that was. That is what we need today. So instead of blaming others, let us see, like when we talk about women and men, I say, with your knowing or unknowingly, men are bad. Because it has come from generations. When the newspaper comes, they'll give to the boy father. When a milk packet comes, they give to the mother. You are not wrong, but you have to pay the price for that. We have to take up that responsibility to pay the price for what our elders also have done, for people who led this to here. That's the only way. We can't point fingers now. How did they come? Because of us. We have done a very interesting, I would like to tell this, we have done an interesting, we wrote in our production, we are going across Karnataka, 830 residential schools, taking children's theatre, theatre through education. So we have created a 5 hours, 6 hours different place. In that we have taken one Panchatantra Katha, where there are 2 crane birds want to fly away from a dying lake, and a tortoise says, please take me too. And the birds say, you are a talkative fellow, I can't take you. They say, no, we will hold the stick, you bite it, but don't talk. And the tortoise says, yes, and they fly away. But the tortoise, because of its character, speaks a lot, falls down and dies. So we have made a play for the children, we have extended the play. The tortoise comes in today's music, introduces itself, it talks about how it beat a rabbit in a running race, introduce the cranes and the fishes, and they're very happy in the lake. Then there are human beings who come and throw plastic, this into it, the lake is dying, and the fishes cry, we don't know where to go. Then the crane says, we are flying away, and the tortoise says, I can live on land and water, but there is no water here, there is no land there. So I will come. And the talkative tiger goes up and falls and dies. And suddenly, people say tortoise is dead, but the tortoise comes back and says, I am not dead. I am not dead. I have a strong back. I fell on my back. But what is dead is your lake. What is dead is your rivers. You tell me I speak a lot, but your rivers and lakes are dying because you don't speak at all. This is what theatre can do. This is what art can do. This is what we'll have to We'll have to continue to talk to people, continue to write, continue to raise voice. There is no other way complaining. Because they have written the story till then. That story is about the lake, not of the tortoise. Story is about the society here. Story is about the future of our children here. Isn't it? It is us who have to get up. You can't expect others to get up. It is us who has to get up and be an example to others. This guy is continuously talking. He is not stopping. Because that is the only solution. That's why, when I said when Gauri was buried, my friends are here, I said, I am not burying Gauri. I am sowing Gauri. Because if I sow a voice, a larger voice will be born. And I've lived by example. I was not afraid because she was killed and I'll be killed. No. Now there's larger voices have grown. And that is how it should be.
Hello. Hi, sir. Myself, Hashim Rifai. So, I would like to know your view in the emergence of Tamil actors into the politics, especially Kamal Hassan, Kushbu, and recently Talapati Vijay has been planning to start a political party, namely Vijay Makkaliyam. So, will especially when we are joining into a political party, we will be admiring their ideologies or whatever their thoughts or views. But will these political parties founded by actors, the supporters, will they be divided on the basis of fanship or stardom?
Actors should not come to politics being actors. And now it is impossible. We have a big actor already, Modi. Okay. You can't have a better actor, better PR man than him. Kushbu, you know what happened? Dalapati Vijay, he has left a trailer. So let us not judge them because of their actor. Let us judge them what is their economic policy. What is their vision on agriculture? What is their vision on art? What is the alternative they are saying? Let us judge by what they say. Anybody can come into politics. Anybody can claim to come into politics. Let it be activists, whether it be left, right, center, anybody. Do you as a citizen know the problems, your problems? Is he speaking a solution? Is he speaking a vision? No more. See, if you are going to just because, then you will be not different from the Andhabhakt. It is not even a discussion. Anybody can claim anybody, but you have to stand where you are and listen to what they say and read between lines. Because their silence also speaks. Their silence on issues should speak. So judge them, whether he is an activist, whether it is Kamal Hassan, whether it is Rajinikanth, whether it is Mohanlal, whoever it is. You like him as an actor, it's finished. Politics is a different thing altogether. It's our life. It's our country. Decide, should you leave this country, your future in their hands. So let them speak. Let them speak. Don't stay in awe. Let them speak. Then we will judge them. Then we will decide. Let the people decide. Because as I said in the beginning, power should come from the ones who are governed. They are not powerful. You give them power. You choose your representative of your power. You give them power. So that is the way you have to look at it. Activists or any, because you're going to ask me, then I'm going to just say Vijay is not fit for politics. I don't want to give that statement. I'm not here for that. I'm going to ask him. When somebody said Vijay is coming to politics, then I have 10 questions to ask him. Let him announce his party. Just because he is my friend, I'm not going to accept him, my friend is coming to politics. I am with the people, with the citizens. I'm a citizen's voice. Let's ask them questions. And if they give the answers, we will choose them. Otherwise, we will ask them to please take a walk. Simple.
First of all, I would like to say that I'm your huge fan.
Why?
And meeting you in person is like, I watched Iruvar and all the movies, and you're not just an incredible actor, but also a very good human being. And that's very rare in this country today. And meeting you in person is like a dream come true to me. And with respect to my question, I was watching your interviews, and in many of them, you have made this differentiation. You said that Hindutva is not, Hindu is different from Hindutva. And right now, you're talking about Sita and the journey of Sita. I was reading this play written by the Tamil writer Ambai. She has written this play, Crossing the River, which is like a take, which is portraying the story of portraying Ramayana through the eyes of Sita. So you're talking about this grand narratives like, Rama the king. And I think 1 week ago, I was listening to this Malayalam critic, Sunil P. Ilaidam. He was talking about a Rama who eats flesh. So rather than outrightly rejecting these grand narratives, we as the people of India, do you think there is a need to talk about counter narratives? And you as an actor, how would you like to, create such counter narratives through the medium of cinema? Do you think it is possible?
You're talking about God. The problem is Hindutva, Hindu, it is the statements we give. Personally, I've been very open. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in any God. I have no problem with it. Then somebody in Kerala many years, sir, are you an atheist? I said, see, to believe, you just have to believe. To say no, I have to read a lot of books and history of yours and try to change you and all. I don't have time for that, one life. So I don't believe in God. You want to believe in God, you want to go to temples, it gives you happiness, peace. I will let you go, but I'll continue to educate you. But in governance, don't bring in. Don't bring in governance. Don't bring it in governance. It is money, it is a system, it is humanity, it is together. My mother is a Christian, my wife is a Hindu. When you enter my house, you will not see any gods. I tell them, see, don't put it in the hall. You put it in your room, you put it in your room. I have no problem. So these narratives is, now even that narrative has to go, soft Hindutva, we will understand your religion, we respect you. No. You have, my narrative is very clear. Let us not waste time on gods. Let us not waste public time on gods. Sorry, you want to say something in between? Tell me, give you a mic.
Sir, I don't believe in God.
I don't
I'm an
believe in God.
atheist. So I was
No,
talking
there is no
about,
God, what to
there's
do
always like when there's a narrative of Ramayana, there's a story of Rama. We
It is a
always
story.
go, as opposed to that, we go to Western narratives. So we, the Dalits or like the OBCs of India also had a tradition. So when we say that, let's reject this grand narrative, we're also forgetting the interpolations
There is
that
no question
happened
of
to
rejecting.
Ramayana.
No, there is no rejecting. Just tell them, behave yourselves. Don't bring it into politics. Don't bring it into governance. If you get into the trap of rejecting Rama is there or not, they're going to deviate you. They are masters. If they want to rob a temple or a bank in a village, when everybody is sleeping, they will put fire in the fields. Once the village goes there, they will rob and go. They will deviate. Don't get into it. Your narrative should be, we have no time to talk of gods. We have no time. You all talk. Talk of poverty, talk of empowerment, talk of employment, talk of equality, talk of humanity. Simple. God will come later. That is a discussion when we are free. Because there's a lot of differences between us. We are talking about a country. We are talking about violence. We're talking about that. See, why we should talk is again a translation of another poem where we did a play called Wounds. The wounds inflicted on the body, when it bleeds, it may stop bleeding if you are silent. But wounds inflicted on a society will bleed more with your silence. You understand? These are personal wounds. your God is not, both of us will, me and my wife will fight, not outside. So today our narrative should be, don't change the narrative. We are talking something else, you are bringing in something else. Somebody, Amta is here. The other day they came with that Akshata card, no? To come and say for this Rama, this thing. And she said, no, why do you want to build a temple to Rama? Hanuman did not build a temple to Rama. He had kept it in his heart. You keep it in your heart. No, I will keep my God in the heart. That is how you have to talk to them. This is the, see, their politics of religion is too big. According to them, Hanuman is a fool. So when they want Sanjeevani, they will not tell Hanuman, go get it from the tree. He has to bring the whole mountain, then they will select the tree. Please understand that politics of that religion. Everybody has to support Hanuman and talk of Hanuman, have to become Hanuman. If you become Hanuman, for you only Rama is the God, nobody else. You get my point? Let us not get into those discussions. It is a trap. We as youngsters, we as a generation, we as citizens, we as human beings, we have to talk of the violence which is unleashed, inequality which is unleashed, the voices of dissent, how they are silencing is, what that violence we have to talk. Keep that narrative straight. Like the parliament attack narrative. 4 youngsters went. Look at the narrative. The Godi media narrative is one yellow bomb, they're jumping around. They want to talk about the making of the bomb. That is their narrative. Opposition party parliamentarians of this country are saying that BJP MP gave a permission, so there is no security for the parliament. That is the opposition, our opposition party narrative. Ruling party narrative is that Trinamool Congress MP was seen with one of these boys. What should be our narrative? What were the youngsters asking? Why our youngsters are so disillusioned? They are asking about jobs. They are asking about Manipur. They are making a poster that PM is missing. This is the narrative we have to start. Because this is the narrative. Look how they change their narratives. So it is very important with every narrative we do. So today, let us make it into one. We have no time for gods. Today, we have reached a situation when you see a saffron flag, you are afraid. You are afraid. There is a sense of, like coronavirus, fear is a national disease. How long will you let this? Fear can't be a national disease, no. Why talk? No. Raise your voices. That is the only narrative which is going to work today. And what Master Sachidanand sir, the government of Kerala, these sort of festivals, these sort of dialogues, because other than Kerala, they don't give me a stage to talk at all. Do you know that? There is no media which will interview because they have told that media, don't ask him because he'll remove our chaddi. Don't do it. They don't even give me a space. For me, this is the stage. From here I am picking the word and it gets viral everywhere in the country. That means they are afraid. They are afraid of the truth. Keep raising your voice. If this country has to survive, if the real evolution, enrichment of mind has to happen, it has to happen only by us people, nobody else. Don't expect any leader, any visionary, any actor, any artist. No, it's us, the tribe. We have to raise our voice. That's it.
Sir,
I like it.
may I ask it in Malayalam?
എനിക്ക് മലയാളം മനസ്സിലാവും പിന്നെ സംസാരിക്കാൻ
English is fine.
but I will learn Malayalam now. I have to learn Malayalam. Yeah.
Sure. So as you're an actor and topic democracy and corruption so democracy and art ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ചോദിക്കുകയാണ്. മൂവീസിലൂടെ ഇപ്പോൾ കുറേ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇമ്മോറലായിട്ടും കറപ്ഷനെ പ്രൊമോട്ട് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടും സൂപ്പർമസീവ് മണീനെ പ്രൊമോട്ട് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടും അതേപോലെ തന്നെ പല കാര്യങ്ങളും കറപ്ഷൻ റിഗാർഡിങ് ഡെമോക്രസിയുടെ എവറി വോയിസ് ഹാസ് റൈറ്റ് എന്നല്ല വരിക. അങ്ങനെ ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേനും ലോവർ ക്ലാസ് ഓഫ് പീപ്പിൾസിനെ കുറിച്ചുള്ള സ്റ്റോറീസൊക്കെ മൂവിയിൽ കുറവാണ്. കൂടുതലും റിച്ച് ആയിട്ടുള്ളവരെ മണി സൂപ്പർമസി കാണിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കറപ്ഷൻ ചെയ്താലും വി ക്യാൻ കറക്റ്റ് ഇറ്റ് എന്നൊരു ചെയ്യല്ല നള്ളിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യങ്ങളെ വോയിസ് റേസ് ചെയ്യുന്നവരെ സപ്രസ് ചെയ്താലും ഇറ്റ്സ് ഫൈൻ എന്നുള്ള ഇൻസിഡൻസ് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാകുമ്പോൾ കുറേ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇമ്മോറലായിട്ടോ ഒക്കെ മൂവിയിൽ നിന്ന് തന്നെ കുറേ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടില്ലേ? അങ്ങനെ ആകുമ്പോൾ മൂവിയിൽ നിന്ന് തന്നെയല്ല അതിൻ്റെ കറപ്ഷൻ തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട് വരുത്തേണ്ടത്.
Art is an expression. You are talking about somebody who has made it into a business. Illa? They will not change, illa? Will they change?
No.
That's what I said. Don't trust them. They will. You have to fight them. You will have to talk about it. You will have to enrich ourselves and our people around that. This is. They are telling a lie.
But they are influenced by films.
So
Very
you
much.
also try to influence, no?
That won't
No,
affect
no.
as far as films.
Will they stop? Will they stop? Will Modi stop?
No.
He will not stop. No. Now all over the country, election is money.
Yeah.
But Kerala has stopped it.
Yes.
You don't take money in Kerala for votes. Be strong like that and talk about this. Karnataka takes.
Yeah.
Andhra takes. Everybody takes. But in Kerala, I am not yet to find that sort of a culture where they can pay 10,000 rupees for a vote. No, no. What a beautiful country state you are living in. That is because of your literacy rate. That is because you guys discuss. That is because there are festivals here. There are literature here. There are poets here. There is a dialogue here. There is a conversation here. What an example we have. But still, we still fight for anybody who's making a mistake, no? So that has to happen. Then you can't, like, don't hit me. No, he will hit you. He will hit you. That is what it is. They'll get tired, don't worry, but you start influencing. That is the only way out. You start spreading the good word. Do that. That is the only way out. There is no other way. Law you can't make. Only rejecting such films. I don't see films at all. Coming from a cinema industry, I said I have better things to do in life. But all of you all see, no? It is okay for you all. Animal, you will see. Jawan, you will see. Star, you will see, no? Okay. You will see Pada. You will go see Chemin. You will see great films. Which are no, for you it is boring, no? Yes or no? No? You watch? Okay. Let the tribe grow. That's the only way.
Hi, sir. Good evening. Here. Hi. My question is, I think nowadays many are forced by others or by themselves to talk and praise about the Modi government and RSS. So, for an example, I wish to point out the Ayodhya Prana Pratishta. There are the presence of many actors, sport personalities, and many popular such figures. Surprisingly, they all are remained mum in many issues that happened in Kerala recently, like the Manipur issue. So my question is it because of the love to Modi government or the fear inside them about their career actually force them to do such things? I wish your reply about this.
First of all, Modi is the first person in the world to open an unfinished temple. Under construction. Always he does all under highway, hospital, everything unfinished. For him is PR. Now these so-called actors, so many people, it is nothing, it is not even fear. It is their selfishness. They want to be comfortable. They have no ideology. These guys who are seen with right-wingers, they don't have, I have talked to them, top floor full empty. Because they come from my tribe only, no? Top floor is clean, empty. No windows, no doors. So I can't even have 5-minute conversation on poetry, on literature, on democracy, on the plight of the farmers, of integrity, of being nice men to women, about family. Nothing you can talk to them. They have reached somewhere. These fellows are threatening. So it's better to take that selfie there. To tell the world, we are with this fellow. For this fellow, see, you adore him, he is my adorer. Finally, the selfie is going to the man himself. They are feeding that fellow's ego, that's all. It is fear, no ideology. So first of all, reject them. Don't even look at them because they are going to be that only. They are going to stand. They are empty shells. They are not enriched like us. They don't have empathy. They don't have humanity, nothing. If you change 2 hair this side, they are afraid to come outside. They can't come. You observe all of those big stars. For the last 20 years, only one hairstyle. One smile. Because that has worked, that is it. They don't even trust their mirrors. They need makeup. So why are you thinking of such an important decision of this country? Because that guy has mastered it, no? Even the previous government also used to call these actors only, no? You see actors campaigning for so many places, even if it is Congress or any party, all of them are the same wine in different bottles. Our problem is we should see art, journalism, or a citizen, we should realize we are the eternal opposition party. If our friend comes to that position, we have to become an opposition party to him. Because it is us. We empower them. It is our power. These fellows whom you are talking is now you have realized, you have understood. Because they never told you that we love the country. They never told you a great vision and asked your vote. So you alleged them to be wonderful human beings and you have put them on a pedestal. Now when they are going there, why are you getting? You have made it, now just reject them because they are hopeless, they can't be hope. Let them go. Most of them call me also, we wanted to put you in our film, but I said, idiots, go. I'm rich, go. I don't want to be with you all. I'm so happy doing children's theatre, coming and talking here. Per day, how much you earn? I'm very happy going to Kerala and having a discussion here. Have one paratha there, go to Paragon, eat some kanji, rice, talk to real, genuine, healthy youngsters and people and writers and poets who are my tribe. I would rather spend time in my country than come to you people who sell my country. I don't want, you will not see me in their functions at all. I don't want, I've rejected them. And they are worried because they know me that I'm too strong. And they are ashamed. They can't see eye to eye with me because they have nothing in them to look at me. Yeah.
Let me ask one question, sir.
Hi,
A vast nation like India, we have a lot of language, a lot of culture. Is language is a barrier for art, culture, and development?
Language is not about, language is something very beautiful. Yesterday we were having a great conversation here only about language. Language is a sound. It is enriched by what it is pregnant with. Now there is paint. Everybody can't become paint because you have a paint. You have to have a vision, a look, no? But to translations, for the thought there is no barriers. But that is beauty in their expression. No, language has its own metaphors. It is pregnant with its own culture, with its own history. Those metaphors come out in that language is story. So that is that. Till then, language is there. But to love, why do you need language? To understand, to perceive, why do you need language? You know somebody is crying, somebody is hurt, something is happening. All languages are the same, no? The language of humanity is the same. That should not be a barrier, this thing. Art will will enrich itself, which has different languages, different cultures, different thought processes, different ideas. No, it gets its own music, it gets its own timbre. So that is not a barrier, it actually enriches art. It enriches art. A cartoonist, a Scandinavian cartoonist, makes a cartoon on dictatorship or fascism. Cartoon is her language. Art is that language. She may be a Scandinavian, she may be not be able to explain it. That we will learn that sound, we'll have a translator. Like great of his works are being translated. People see him. What they see is what it is pregnant with. What is the vision? What is the perception? What is the reimagination? What does it hold, that magic called language, when what he has written? What is inside that? Which I could not see. No, that is the beauty of it. It is diversity is beautiful. I hope I answered him. Chief, you want to continue on that? Yeah. Barrier, okay. You're talking about, are you talking about Hindi, Malayalam also? That is their politics. The British knew, if you speak their language, you will become them. So that is what these fellows want us to learn Hindi. It is not, they are not asking us to learn Hindi so that we can tell our problem or art to them. They are asking us to learn Hindi so that we can understand what they say. You understand the difference? So I told them, you speak Hindi because you know Hindi. You want me, whether a Malayali or a Kannadiga or a Tamilian, to speak Hindi because you know only Hindi. That is their politics. Don't look at it as a barrier. Celebrate it.
Hi, sir. Today we are witnessing how the Bollywood is becoming a more and more fertile land for propaganda films. We are seeing that many more actors, their marks are falling off, like Akshay Kumar or Paresh Rawal, Anupam Kher. We are seeing that what these people are standing for. So how do you view the films of South India? And not only the films, but the culture, politics, and intelligence of the South. Can we see it as the last ray of hope for the democracy?
We are very rich, no? We have Vetrimaran, we have Jnanavel who does Jai Bhim, we have Kamaliyar who does, Pada. We have great Malayalam scripts. We have great actors like Fahad Fazil and all these people. We are better than them. More enriched. Enriched because of our literature, enriched because of what we stand for. Their films are flopping because their bosses have invested around crores. For them, no point in, they are not worried about losing money. So these people have sold. But South, I am very proud. Because we have young actors, great scripts, and they are looking this side. We are a more fertile land. Today, even these guys with this Rama, Pama, whatever they are doing, they are only worried about the Hindi heartland. Here still we are rejecting, no? They still have to win seats here. They can't win. That's why I said, God's own country, thank God, God is not in politics here. Isn't it? So, we are the hope. Thinking like us is the hope. The way you are questioning is the hope. We only want that Hindi heartland to understand, realize, that they are being taken for a ride. They have been taken because you should see the poverty. You'll be very happy to be here in Kerala. You please come to Begusarai, Bihar and travel with me. They have nothing. Other than population, there is nothing. And their base is there. They want to keep it alive. Let's see how long this fresh, beautiful air from the south will go there. Let's see.
Sir? Hi, sir. So, I'm a drink liters. I don't know if this is a stupid question or not. Anyway, I'm asking.
Question is the question.
We know political parties use religion as a vote bank and religion has many blind followers. So do you think guilt is a weapon used by religion to slave followers who can't forgive themselves?
You say politicians are using religion. Okay. Next.
And religion has many blind followers.
Religion has?
Many blind followers.
There are andhabhakts. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Are they blind because of their guilt and they can't forgive themselves?
Are we?
Are they blind because they can't forgive themselves?
No, there are two different things. No? There's Rama Bhakta. There's a Kraista Bhakta. There is a Allah Bhakta. And there is Andha Bhakta. Andha Bhakta is in all religions. Hello? Andha Bhakta is a common category. They are the problem. Because they are blind. And politics uses it. You should understand, being a citizen, you have to look at it neutrally. It is not only Hindu, these right-wing people. Other religions are also using their religion. You can't, just because he is an enemy, you can't be this fellow's friend. He is also a rogue. He also thinks because there is a Hindu party, all Muslims and Christians will come to me and they'll vote for me. There is no ideology, there is no thought process here. All of them are playing religion politics. Church is the biggest mafia in this country. The dargahs were mafias in this country. Now temples also mafias of this country. We should understand that. Don't bring this into politics. It's very easy to point a finger. It is all of them are doing this politics. If not them, them. Muslim appeasement, BVSC appeasement. Appeasement only they will do. No vision, nothing. So that is where art, and all of us have to make everybody naked, because the fellow who was in this party only has gone to that party. From there only, once the power, these fellows will come here. So they are playing the game. All of them are using religion. I know this Jat, I come from this community, I come from that community, our community is majority. Both these fellows, when they select candidates, they select like that only. This is obvious, that is not obvious. That is all the difference. So we have to worry about Andha Bhaktas in all religions. Yeah.
5 മിനിറ്റ് കൂടിയുള്ളൂ. സാറിന് പോകേണ്ട, ഫ്ലൈറ്റിന് പോകേണ്ട സമയമായിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ 1-2 ചോദ്യങ്ങളും കൂടി ആവാം. 5 മിനിറ്റ് പരമാവധി.
There's somebody to come up and talk, no?
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Where are you? Left, right? Okay.
Okay. In our country, the parliament is inaugurated by a Hindu priest. But the president of India is not invited to join. From deep down, from the roots, the Dalits, the Shudras, everyone is blinded by this Hinduism. But they are unaware that if this grows, they will be avoided, like the role you did in the Pavai Kadakal. So what's your take on this?
You should understand, you should reimagine the future. Democracy was our dream. Now they will make it majoritarian country, Hindu Rashtra. After it becomes a Hindu Rashtra, they will say, you are Kshatriya, you are Brahmin, you are Shudra, you are this. They'll come back to that only. That is where they are going. You understand? We'll go back to our Stone Age, because that is what they want to do. That is what they want to do. It is obvious. You know Draupadi Murmu, why she was not called. That's what I said, no, Modi ji, if you believe in God, you do 1,000 Hamanas, Homas in your house. Don't do it in my house, because parliament is my house. It is our house. Who the hell are you to come and do it there? Who are you? It's our money. It's for us. It is for our representatives, parliamentarians we are sending. Who the hell are you to do Havan and Puja in my house? This should be the anger. This is the right question. You should have dared to ask this question. Simple. Otherwise, we will be arguing, he is right, Murmuru did not call, that did not call. Go to the point directly. Who are you? That is the point. That is the voice you have to raise. You see, he did not call. He will not call Murmuru. Why will he call Murmuru? He will not call. Will he call? No. 11 days he will do temple running. This country ran without a prime minister. Tell it straight on his face. What are you doing? Resign and do your puja, no? Why are you doing puja and still running the country? So now is the time to talk the point. Otherwise, they will create these arguments only. Then the Hindus will say, so you are anti-Hindu. They will not say why Murmuru was not called. Who are you to say we can't do puja? See how they change the narrative. How they pull you into a narrative. No. If they have done Murmuru, no. Who the hell are you to do it in my house? Claim your space. Claim your country. Own your country. That's the way it is. I am in that narrative. You understand? You understood? Yeah.
Hello?
Ask a question, I'll answer something, answer.
Hello? Sir, I do have a question. Hello?
Yes?
Sir, being a fine arts student, I do have a question. At the same time...
Where are you, my child? Where are you, darling? I can't see you. Okay, Asharira Vani. Okay, tell me.
So, being a fine arts student and as a citizen, I do have some questions. One is that in 2022, the lines on the Ashoka pillar, which was placed next to the new parliament, was carved entirely different from the original design. Right now, we have a violent-looking version of the lions. We didn't ask a question as a collective. We, Indians, as a collective, didn't ask any questions. In 2023 May, as you said, Dancing Girl, the icon of Indus Valley civilization, was vandalized 2 times, and we didn't raise our voice as a collective. Pointing at the preamble of India's constitution, now they are saying that the name India must be changed to Bharat. Right-wing medias are constantly airing this news. If they are going to do it, then the name of the autonomous body, Reserve Bank of India, should also be changed. As if they are doing it as it is being written it on our currency notes, we will be definitely having another notebandi. We are still not raising voice as a collective. They are saying they are going to implement NRC as soon as possible. And they did break a mosque and they did build a temple. And what are we doing all this time as citizens of India, as a collective?
That's
and
exactly
why can't
what I
we?
was saying. But you would also understand at this time, the farmers' struggle brought them to their knees. Didn't we? In spite of them winning, the farmers came together collectively. For days they fought and they made the Prime Minister go back. Didn't they do it? We have the power. That means if we stand together, if we raise the voice, they will go. Their power is our fear, I told you. So it has happened. There is an example in front of you. Even NA, CA, NRC also, it was a great fight. They will come back again. They have given a gap. You have to fight back. As simple as that. There is no other way. As a collective, as you said, we have not as a collective. Time has come to talk as a collective is what I have been talking throughout. So you have the answer in your question itself. And I'm giving you hope also. In our living time in the last 2 years, we have seen greatest struggle. We have seen greatest protest which has silenced them actually. That means we have the strength, we have the power, we just have to come together.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, sir, can I speak in Malayalam?
French? Try French.
I'm not good in French, English, so I can speak in Malayalam. Sir, ഞാൻ ഒരു ടീച്ചറാണ്. എൻ്റെ പേര് അരവിന്ദ് എന്നാണ്.
സാറ് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസമാണ് നമുക്ക് കൊടുക്കാവുന്ന അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മാറ്റത്തിന് വേണ്ടി നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാവുന്ന ഒരു ആദ്യത്തെ കാര്യം എന്ന് പറയാവുന്ന വിദ്യാഭ്യാസമാണ്. വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തിലൂടെ നമുക്ക് വലിയ മാറ്റങ്ങൾ വരുത്താൻ സാധിക്കുമെന്ന് വിശ്വസിക്കുന്ന ഒരാളാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാനൊരു വീഡിയോ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം കാണുകയുണ്ടായി, നോർത്തിൽ എവിടെയാണ് ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ. ആ വീഡിയോയിൽ അറ്റൻഡൻസ് വിളിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് കുട്ടികൾ പറയുന്നത് പ്രസൻറ്റ് എന്നല്ല ജയ് ശ്രീറാം എന്നാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അവരെവിടെ നിന്ന് തുടങ്ങണം മാറാൻ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ആശങ്ക മനസ്സിലേക്ക് വന്നു. ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഞാൻ കൂടുതൽ എനിക്കിത്തരം കാര്യങ്ങൾ വളരെയധികം ഇമോഷൻ കൂടുതലാണ്. നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ രാംലല്ല അവിടെ പ്രതിഷ്ഠിക്കപ്പെടുന്ന സമയത്തും മനസ്സിലേക്ക് വന്നത് ഇമോഷനാണ് കൂടുതൽ. ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല എന്നുള്ള ഇമോഷനും മനസ്സിലുണ്ട് അതിൻ്റെ ഒപ്പം. അപ്പോൾ ഈ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സാധനം എവിടം തൊട്ട് ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഇവിടെയുള്ളൊരു വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം അവിടെ ഇല്ലല്ലോ എന്നുള്ളൊരു ആശങ്ക, അത് എവിടം തൊട്ട് തുടങ്ങണം എന്നുള്ളൊരു ആശങ്ക മനസ്സിലുണ്ടായി. സാർ അതിന് എന്ത് മറുപടി ആയിരിക്കും പറയാം?
That is where art comes in. Whether people probably may not go to the schools where they are ruling and do it. But see, the news of something have art and protesting happens somewhere. The news is enough, no? First make news. You will have to do it wherever you are. It will be heard. Today is a social media world. All you youngsters you guys are bigger than the right-wing social media guys. But why don't you go there? Express freely. Today, if Sachidananda Master, being an academy, going to the government, has turned and actually has started a protest here. I come here not just for a literary festival to come and give my speech, because I see a platform of protest, platform of expression, platform of bringing, we are talking about Manipur and Palestine here. We have been able to talk here without fear. So it has actually started. You have to continue it. You have to spread it. You have to continue to do it. Tell it. They believe if they tell a lie 100 times, it will become a truth. When they can believe a lie told 100 times become a truth, why can't we tell the truth 100 times? Why are we getting tired of it? Okay? Thank you, darling. I might have not given a big speech about it because I wanted this sort of a conversation than just, me coming and talking for 45 minutes and having a 10-minute discussion. Because I can quote and bring and talk what is art, what is democracy. But I would talk it to the Andhabhakts, not you all. Recently I was called for one-on-one interview on a Suvarna channel, which is a BJP channel. I said, they were asking, I went there were 30 people because they said, we want to do Aaj Ki Adalat. Actually, I did not felt cornered. I looked at them and said, Arey guys, I have to speak to you only, come sit. I made them sit and spoke to them. Because actually, this sort of detailed discussion I have to have with them. With you all, I thought it is better to have a conversation like this and get questions and answers and share our anguish together, our empathy together, and let this festival which has started and similar festivals like this, let this be an act of sowing a seed so that many more trees will grow and many more voices will grow, and let it go around the world that there was a group of artists and writers, poets, and the people together came together to discuss art and democracy. And this is what we have learned. This is where we are going to raise our voice. The reason for this festival is that. The reason for that festival is to create the humus of this earth, us and all to come together. Thank you, Masterji, for all this and for inviting me. Thank you for the love you have showed me. I'm actually getting late for my flight. I'll see you all soon. Love you all.
Thank you, sir. Your talk and interaction on art and democracy.